Hello guys, how are we doing? It's time, everyone. The KHA'ZIX buffs have come, and so have I. Yes, that's right. Today, I am trying out the buffs that just dropped on patch, yeah, to be honest, I don't really know what patch it is, but nevertheless, it is here, and I've been itching to try them. I played quite a few games with them yesterday, once they dropped, and to be honest, not too bad, man. They're obviously not game-changing buffs, but I did find myself seeing a little bit more power in some situations during my time playing, but yeah, we're gonna hop into this game and check out one of my first experiences playing with them. If you're new here, subscribe so you don't miss out on any new videos. Also, make sure to drop a like if you like what you see and want to support the channel. It really helps me out, guys, and I very much appreciate it. But without further ado, let's get into this KHA'ZIX game with the new buffs. Alright, we are here, guys, with the KHA'ZIX buffs. Ooh! Oh my god, this champ's broken now. Anyway, before I say anything, we are actually going to find a nice pick onto Kindred here. Very cool. I pick up a stack of DH and Treasure Hunter, and also some Legend Haste stacks. Very cool. And yeah, this is my second game playing with the card buffs, and I decided I wanted to test them with like a sort of standard KHA'ZIX setup, so that's why I'm running Dark Harvest with Legend Haste and Coup de Grace. Could run Absolute Focus Gathering Storm, I think that would be great too, but yeah, I quite like this setup just because you just kind of get everything you need. And with a lead, as you'll see, it can feel pretty damn fantastic. But yeah, the buffs are out, and I'm just going to open up with a full clear here from Blue Start, because I mean, I don't really have much time to do anything else. And yeah, from my experience, the buffs have been nice, honestly. Like, the buffs have been pretty okay. I don't think many people will actually notice the damage increase from your passive and the leap, because it is quite subtle. But I do think that there is a bit more of an oomph on the passive, especially you know, as the game goes on. And it's pretty damn nice to help get enemies into kill range, which is, yeah, it's very, very nice. Anyway, what you'll see here is a bit of a questionable decision. A half health level 2 Kindred tries to invade my red, which is, let's just, you know, I didn't pay him, I swear. And I'm gonna pick up well, my first kill off that, which is fantastic. And yeah, let's just say the buffs did all the work there. Honestly, they might have helped a little bit there. I have no idea. I have no idea. But yeah, overall, it feels, KHA'ZIX feels quite good. With this rune setup and, you know, obviously the buffs, it's feeling like KHA'ZIX to me is feeling a lot more comfortable to play. And yeah, that's a great sign. So I'm going to recall here. I'm not going to bother going for crab or anything. I'm just going to pick up the Dirk and head straight back onto the map. Maybe see if I can go topside here. And yeah, we're just going to be running standard Lethality Assassin. So I'll be going Yumu's first. Yumu's, yeah, just all the Lethality gaming, as you'd expect. So I'm looking topside here. And then I actually spot the I don't know why she's here, but she's here. And no one knows why she decides to fight here, probably because Fiora is coming down here. I accidentally used my abilities on a parry, which is unfortunate, but a good flash into the Aurelia stun and the Swain following up actually allows me to survive there. Insanely lucky, to be honest. I don't think I deserve to be alive there, but you know, it works out. Sure, we take that, not complaining. And now I just gotta, you know, clear again. I really don't have anything else to do. I'm on 100 health, so just not much of an option here. And yeah, so I played quite a bit the day the patch dropped, which was yesterday, with the card buffs, and I tried a bunch of different setups, and I think this is definitely one of the, you know, pretty standard pages you can run. Dark Harvest paired with Coup de Grace is really fucking nice, actually. You'll find that you're just kind of exploding people once you start getting your lethality. But then they build armor. Like, the issue is that they start building armor and then all of a sudden you deal no damage, which really sucks. But you know, that's kind of how it is in today's meta. What can you do? They build armor, they stack like 6,000 health, and then you just can't kill anyone. But overall, if you're versing squishies, Ka is definitely a good option. If they're not going to build armor, like, and they're not really champs that particularly buy like all the super high health items, then you know, KHA'ZIX can have a great time. I did try my Conqueror setup with the buffs. I didn't really have too many great games with it, but overall I'd say you know, the buffs feel good. And to test the impact of the buffs even further, I will be maxing E second this game, and so that should, I mean, we'll see how much E does, you know, with the changes. Now I'm just gonna walk right into the Draven here. I'm gonna force him to make a decision, either die to Twitch or die to me. Thresh tries to stop me, but we're just gonna turn on him straight after. I'm gonna pick up my 3rd kill of the game, hit level 6, which is great, and I want to go do Dragon here because Kindred is topside, so this is basically free unless like all three of unless the mid laner and the bot lane come down and try and stop me, which is pretty unlikely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this. We are 1700 gold, so only 100 away from Ghostblade. So I'm probably just gonna have to like recall and wait for that. I believe that's what I do. And you know, it always sucks when you're like 40 gold away from an item and you just can't get it, so you have to wait. It's so annoying. But yeah, check out this Swain. He's absolutely smurfing. Doing a 1v2 into the Victor here. I swear Victor is like so weak. I don't know why people play him. But yeah, look at him go. It's just a massacre, and the Kindred is not a paid actor. I swear to you. I swear she's not paid actor. Victor here is going to execute. Unlucky. But we're going to go back onto the map with our Ghostblade and Q Evo. And now the fun begins, you know. We start popping people with the KHA'ZIX buffs and miss Ws. You know, we always some things never change, huh? It's 2025 and Tinjus is still missing his Ws. What's going on? What's going on, huh? What's my excuse this time? No excuse. I'm just trash. But yeah, it's a very simple game, to be honest. It's not like anything crazy intense. It's just a nice chill game with the KHA'ZIX buffs, and I thought I would just, you know, post it here and kind of tell you my thoughts about the Ka buffs and, you know, what, like, how it changes him. I don't know. I mean, it's just a small damage bump, right? Like, but so far, it's a bit hard to notice. I think there's a bit more damage later on when you start getting your bonus AD. It's definitely like super hard to notice anything meaningful in the early game because, I mean, one thing, the changes were to bonus AD, right? And so you don't have any bonus AD in the early game, so can't really make too much of a judgment there. But yeah, the scaling has definitely felt a lot better in my opinion. And yeah, so I'm going to look for a play here. I know Kindred is here, so we can potentially kill her here as well, but this bot lane looks mighty juicy and we have so much great vision control here. These guys are full on pushing the tower with no vision. I mean, it's just like Master. This is Master, by the way. Master has just become a total fucking trash fest. We're going to just two tap the Draven there with ease. This guy is fast as fuck. He has swiftness boots. No one knows why. And look at that passive damage. Actually, really nice. Really damn nice. We're just popping people with the passive and Dark Harvest proc. And having coup de grace is really, really nice too. You know, yeah. And yeah, it just feels good, man. Like, it feels good, man. I believe the first item spike is like just moderately more powerful. And you'll notice that your dueling capabilities are ever so slightly better with these changes because, you know, the passive change. I think the passive change is definitely the most significant out of the two changes we got, as opposed to the E change. Don't get me wrong, I do think E is going to be really useful, but I mean, like, every KHA'ZIX player will see the benefits of just enhanced passive damage. Even if you can't notice it, it's definitely going to still be there, right? So just because like you can't notice the changes doesn't mean they didn't do anything. Definitely will have an easier time. Anyway, I find another fantastic opportunity here to go onto the Draven. I'm not going to get the chance to do anything here, unfortunately, so I'm just going to go straight onto the Thresh. He's so fast, bro. It's actually so annoying. Who the hell buys Swifties? Anyway, he flashes out. Not able to get him. Unlucky, so I'm just going to recall. I have 1700 gold, so I could just recall and buy my items, but I guess I'm just going to go for some counter jungling. Yeah, okay. I realized that I should probably just take her camps here because she is topside and playing topside, so there is a good chance that she will take my topside camps in my jungle. So if I base and I just go topside, I'm left with basically nothing now. So yeah, I believe our top laner is struggling. I believe it was a top diff this game, but the rest of the map is a diff on our side, which is pretty cool. Now I see this motherfucking Thresh. We know he has no flash. Nautilus is here too, but I find him in isolation. He's trying to hold the wave, and yeah, no chance, buddy. No chance. I don't know, man. Something about it just feels good. It just feels good. I feel like I'm putting, like, my damage is putting people into kill range more often, and you know, faster than before. But maybe I'm just maybe it's just placebo. Who knows? Anyway, we're trying to contest Grubs here. I don't actually want to fight this because I have no ult, and Fiora has ult, and Kindred has ult. So this is a really awkward situation here. I mean, I'm just dead regardless because I'm in Fiora's range. So what I should have done there instead of trying to get out was just kill the Kindred. I mean, there's no other option I can go for there because I die to Fiora regardless of what happens there. So yeah, that was just a bad play and I should have pinged it off, but what can you do? Enemy team gets a lot of shutdowns here, unfortunately. And yeah, it kind of sucks. It kind of sucks indeed. Swain is doing his best to try and survive, but he's not going to escape the Fiora, unfortunately. And so Fiora gets like 3 shutdowns or some shit, and it kind of sucks, man. Now Nautilus is in trouble. He's getting killed by the Victor and the Thresh. I'm going to come along, see what I can do. He actually kills the Victor, which is great. What the fuck is this? No idea. Just typical master things. Fiora with a shutdown, just diving the tower for a Nautilus. You know, it's hard to. Oh man, I really try to defend OCA, guys. I really do. But when you see shit like that, you can't help but wonder, like what the fuck is this region? I really don't. I just like get me out. Just get me out. Anyway. I get a nice shutdown there, so I'm still in a very, very strong spot, and so I'm gonna. Okay, well, I should recall. This is a mistake. I should recall here to get my Hubris, but I choose not to. I'm not really sure why, because this shit's gone. Why is this gone? Means Kindred's here, and I kind of feel like she's on my Krogs here. Turns out she's not. That's fine. But yeah, this is actually a massive time waste on my part. And yeah, don't do this, guys. If you have enough gold to just get like your big powerful item spec, especially Hubris, because you need to start stacking it, definitely just recall and grab it. Like, I have Yumus, I can get back onto the map really quick. And me staying here, I mean, I guess it's fine, because I'm now getting value off of taking these camps and shit, but for the most part, I could have definitely just bead and then, you know, looked for maybe something more aggressive, but it's fine, I guess. I guess that's just a little bit of a nitpick. But I'm going to finally decide to recall. It's also a decent time to recall because our team is basing too, so I guess it works out in the end. That's totally fine. And yeah, I'll pick the big boy up with Lucidity Boots, and I'm going to go into Profane next. Typically, I like to do Yumu's Hubris Profane. Unless they're like just stacking armor, then I go obviously the Cerulda's third. Oh yeah, and the Cerulda's got buffed, which is also gonna help with our damage. I mean, it's only 35% armor pen, but it's still, you know, it's still something. Obviously, LDR is an option now too for the 40% armor pen. And fight is breaking out here. Unfortunately, Twitch goes down. I'm gonna find a chance to kill the Thresh there, just with a single Q. That wasn't actually in isolation either, so my Q just kind of popped him there with the Dark Harvest and Coup de Grace. Very cool. Now I'm gonna try and go on the Kindred here. Hopefully, I mean, hoping to kill her before she ults, but it's not gonna happen. I really are gonna go down. These guys are mighty low, but I don't have my leap. I try and Q the Fiora, but that's not in isolation. I thought it was, but apparently not. And yeah, kind of just turns to shit because Fiora's stat checking everyone, so I have to just leave. It's always the fucking bruiser, man. I swear, it's every game. Every game, it's the bruiser that's fed. There's no exceptions, no exceptions. Anyone that plays anything other than a bruiser just like doesn't get the lead. Anyway, this is unfortunate. Fiora Qs the bush, and I take too much damage before I can kill her, unfortunately. But thankfully, Twitch is here to get the shutdown. Very cool. And the good thing about this game is that I had good laners. I have the Twitch and Swain to play with. The Aurelia is a bit questionable, but maybe she's like autofilled or just having a bad game. I don't know. It is what it is. But I do have a very strong Swain and Twitch to work with, which is always good. I definitely think KHA'ZIX is more team dependent than usual. Like, you can't just mindlessly jump in by yourself a lot of the time nowadays, but who knows, maybe with the buffs we'll change that. Yeah, and like I was saying, we are maxing E second. This is something I wanted to test out, and in my opinion, I personally don't like it that much, because when you're putting points into E this early, W just feels totally useless. So I still like to do what I was doing before, which is put 2 points in W and then max E. Well, 3 points in W and then max E, because that way your W is not useless, and then you can start maxing E and get the lower cooldown and the extra damage as well. That to me feels the best. I don't really enjoy just straight up maxing E second. I feel like you should probably invest in your W a little bit before you do that. Anyway, this is a good chance to go in Fiora here. She thinks it's him and can 1v4 our team. Fortunately, Twitch goes down to the Kindred. Unlucky. I failed the double jump because I have the reaction times of a snail, and that's not going to matter though. We're going to pick up the Thresh as well, and then we are going to kill the Herald straight after. So we got the Hubris stacking up. Very cool. Already on 27 AD, which is pretty damn fantastic. And yeah, we get the Mountain Dragon coming up in 30 seconds, so we do want to go ahead and try play for that. Now, to be honest, I don't think I have to recall here, but recalling for the Tiamat, no. Okay, yeah, no. I decided to scrap the Tiamat buy and go for the Cerulus, because I don't know if you noticed, but I pressed tab, and these guys won the Feats of Strength, and both Kindred and Fiora have plated steel caps, so they have a lot of armor. And if I don't buy the Cerulus here, my damage is gonna suffer a decent amount. So I decided it's just best to just invest in the Cerulus here to be safe, because they're building armor, and that's the only reason I'm doing that. But yeah, we're gonna look for a potential contest here. Enemy team gonna start the dragon. Nice hook by the Nautilus here. Gonna start the fight. I'm heading around to the side here. Twitch is just absolutely frying everyone. Forces the Kindred ult. I have to just kind of wait here, and I'm waiting for my opportunity. I could have jumped in a little bit earlier, but that's fine. And I'm gonna chase down the Fiora here. She has no parry, so nothing to worry about here. Gonna pick up a double kill just like that. And I mean, I'm just clean up squad there. I didn't really do anything, but you know, it's always nice to get a few resets. Very cool. I'm also gonna clean this guy up, pick up a triple kill just like that. And hey, very nice. I mean, clearly the buffs did so much there. No, the buffs didn't do anything there, let's be honest, but what can you do? That's just how it is when your team just kind of fries the fight completely, and you know, you're just kind of left on cleanup duty. I mean, there's a Kindred ult, right? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Can't really do much there. Instead, just have to you know, play it safe and wait it out. I think that's a mistake a lot of KHA'ZIX players make, especially the ones starting out. It's that they feel like they have to, you know, the fight just starts, and then you feel like you have to go in immediately, guys, you don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. You can just sit back and wait for a good opportunity. And if an opportunity doesn't arrive, well then, you know, you just leave and you live to fight another day, you know? There's no harm in that. It's much better than just mindlessly jumping in, expecting to get a kill, not getting a kill, and then dying. So you got to preserve your life quite a lot on this champ because it's very punishing if you die. It can be very, very punishing in a lot of cases, but yeah. So it's as you can see, like, it's a bit of a stomp. My Twitch is absolutely just destroying this Draven, and it really is just a showcase of like my first experience with the buffs. And so far, I can safely say that you know, the buffs are hit or miss. It's very nice when you're going for like mid game, you're going for like an all-in assassination with leap. I feel like there's definitely a small bump in damage there, but for the most part, like I've been saying, a little bit hard to notice. Anyway, we're gonna start Atacon because Draven's dead, and Victor also dies. We're gonna be able to pick that up. Fiora once again just like trolling. She had such a massive lead, but you know, I mean, I guess that's what happens when you play Bruiser. Your brain just like shrinks into oblivion, and you can't make good decisions. Like, that's just how Bruiser players are. Yes, if you couldn't tell, I fucking hate Bruisers at the moment. It's very obnoxious. I mean, I've always hated Fiora because she's just like, just nasty character. But yeah, I'm going to just push the lane here. So you got to recognize, like, in scenarios where your team has won like the fight and you're not actually needed, you need to find a way to actually you know, like, be useful instead of just like spectating your team winning the fight. So in this case, like, I recognize that I'm low, I can't really do shit topside, so I'm just gonna leave my team and I'm just gonna shove out this wave and get all that juicy golden experience from this side of the map. I could take this other wave as well, but I choose not to because well, just better to play it safe and you know, just reset and, you know, respect the enemy team. Honestly, I feel like this game I'm playing a little too safe. I would say I have such a strong lead. I'm level 15, like I have 21 stacks of DH. I have 37 stacks on Hubris. Like, I'm really strong, but I'm kind of playing it very, very passively, which is in essence fine because I'm not really making mistakes. But definitely, if you have a lead like this, you're better off just like trying to push it and, you know, end the game before the enemy team has a chance to come back. In this case, I'm going to try and contest Fiora here. She actually sees me here. I'm on a ward, so this R does basically nothing. Also, the minion wave comes along here, which sucks. So no isolation fight here coming up. I managed to avoid the parry, but then I just kind of get deleted into oblivion. She hits my weak point, and then I just die. So that sucks. I think I would have killed her if I had isolation there, but that pesky little minion wave comes along and ruins my day, which is really just quite sad. But what can you do? Bruises will be bruises, and in that scenario, I can't really complain about like, oh, yep, bruises OP, because she has like Death Dance. She has played a Steelcast with the Feats of Strength, and yeah, she's on 3 items. So like, I can't complain about that. That was a fair 1v1, and I lost it. So, you know, it is what it is. And honestly, it's pretty promising that I'm able to put up that much of a fight without isolation, right? Which is really, really solid, to be honest. So I'm happy with that. That's hard copium, but I am kind of, you know, happy with that outcome. Anyway, Aurelia finally doing something in the game. Managed to kill the Victor, who is also useless, but, you know, good job. And now I'm just going to head on to the map. I have my 3 evolution spike, and I'm going to just try to get the Draven here. Auto QW, just instantly dies. I mean, this guy's weak as fuck. We're doing a nice little jump there. And, is that the end of the game? Okay, it's basically the end of the game, guys. I totally forgot. I could just join my team here and end the game. However, I don't know if it's just me, guys. I don't know if you guys have the same experience, but when I'm ahead and it's a stomp, I don't want the game to end. I want to have a little bit of fun, just a little bit longer, you know, go for kills. And so that's why I decide I'm not going to go mid here. I just want to like push waves and get farm and shit. So kind of a mistake on my part, but we are going to go in now. We're going to jump on the Fiora and pretty much kill her. Unfortunately, I take too much damage, so I have to back off here. But my Twitch is just going to go to town on them. Yeah, and I'm going to come along here and just clean up. Very cool stuff. Through this game, it is conclusive evidence that the KHA'ZIX buffs are indeed overpowered. I'm just kidding. They're okay. They're not game-changing, but they are something. And that's been my experience with them, I guess. And that's going to be the game. Thank you guys for watching. Give KHA'ZIX a try. He's actually feeling pretty solid right now. And I will see you next time. Catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.